What exactly is at stake in the Supreme Court Obamacare hearing set to take place next week?
What's at stake is the constitutional validity of the so-called individual mandate within the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, which basically involves Congress telling every American that every American must purchase health insurance, not just any health insurance, but that specific kind of health insurance that Congress, in its supposedly infinite wisdom, deems appropriate, under penalty of federal law. This is a big issue. It's the first time Congress has ever tried to adopt national federal legislation telling Americans they have to buy a particular product, good or service, regardless of whether they want it. And that represents, I think, a fundamental insult to our individual liberty and to principles of federalism that recognize Congress is a government, a legislative body possessing only limited powers.
What do you think of those institutions who are suing the administration over the mandate? What do you think their prospects are?
I think the prospects are good. It's going to be a close case. I think it's likely to result in an opinion that's 5-4, one way or the other. I'm an optimist, and I therefore err on the side of thinking that the challenge to the individual mandate is likely to succeed. I think a majority of the Supreme Court is likely to conclude, yes, this does go beyond Congress's limited powers. If there's anything limited about Congress's powers, then this has to be past that limit.
What is the next step?
If we as conservatives lose that battle, then the next step necessarily involves taking the challenge to the polls, going to the 2012 election cycle with an absolute determination to get rid of this kind of policy. Because at that point, it's really only the voters that can save us from this kind of usurpation of authority that does not properly belong to Congress.
All right. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you.